to this. All right, so we are in our strength interval. We're gonna have that weight or medicine ball, whatever you like, up on your shoulder. You're gonna take that same leg as the shoulder that has the weight and drop forward into your lunge and then backwards into your lunge. And we're gonna do this 10 times on this side. So that forward, back, you got it. Bend both knees. I'm gonna move this a little so everybody can see my whole body. There we go. And we're carrying it high. After you do your 10 on this right side, you're gonna switch sides and do your 10 off the other side. Good. You got it. 10 on the right, 10 on the left of this Atlas carry. Chest is up tall, abs are tight. Bend both knees into it. Woohoo. After you've done your 10 on each side, then you can go ahead and put that band on if you like. If you don't have the band, no worries. You can do this effectively without the band as well. But we're gonna do a lateral squat on each side and then 2 jump squats. So we'll take that band around your thighs, just above your knees. We'll drop out into a squat on one side. Pull your feet back together into the squat on the other side. Bring your feet back together with just enough tension and then do 2 power squats. Then we drop out wide again. Pull back to center, drop out wide to the other side. Pull back to center and do your 2 jump squats. You got it. We're doing 10 of these total. So we've got 2 down. Nice. Strong squats. We bend both knees on that out. Woo. Perfect. After our 10 here, we're gonna do repeater reverse lunges, 10 on each leg. So if you get there before I do, holler, I'll let you know. Should be feeling a nice warm sensation in your thighs and in your butt. Good. After you got 10 of those down, we're gonna keep that band right where it is. You're gonna drive that right foot back. Bend flexion into that left knee. Straighten the left knee as you pull that right foot forward and then drop right back again. Nice, quick, tight, 10 on the left, 10 on the right. Woo. Good. Good job. After you get those 10 repeaters done on each leg, we're back into that Atlas carry. This time you can leave the bands on if you like, and we'll drop forward and back 10 times with that right leg traveling, 10 times with the left. You'll switch the ball or the weight. Good. Ooh, yeah. High legs. Good. Keeping that posture tall. Remember when we lunge and when we squat, we bend both of our knees. Perfect. You know what's gonna feel good after this is to do those 2 lateral squats into those 2 jump squats again. It's gonna be brilliant. Drop right, drop left, then 2 in the middle. Remember, power just means to move with the intention of being powerful. It doesn't necessarily mean jump. It just means be big, be powerful, nice and strong, explosive movements. 10 total of these. Woo. Oh. So warm. Toasty legs. You got it. Woo. After we do our 10 and 10 on this, then we're back into those repeater reverse lunges. 10 on the right, 10 on the left. Woo. Good job. It's so good for us, everyone. Nice job. Strong off that forward leg. Pull that back leg up to meet the front. After you got your 10 and 10 done there, you can shake this out. You can get that medicine ball out of your way. Notice I'm not taking the band off my legs, unless you really want to. You can do that. We are going to need weights after this. You need weights that you can push over your head, and I should say that you can row into your hip pocket. So we're gonna do an overhead push and a row. Of course, not that simple, because nothing ever is, right? I'm gonna make it fancy. So go ahead and grab the weights you need or set your power blocks. If you're using power blocks, make sure that those pins get through and level. We're starting with weighted burpees. If you don't like the word burpee, we can call it something else. We can call it a squat, into a plank, into a push-up. Get all the way up out of the squat, use your legs, and then curl and press. We're doing this 6 times. So 6 weighted burpees. Use your legs. Suck, tuck, clench for that belly and back. Support. Good. 6 of these guys. Strong through that entire body from head to heel. Push up can be from knees or toes. Walking, jumping into position is up to you. Woo! Belly strong. My left arm does not want to cooperate very much. It's like, you know what? I think I'll just sit this one out. After you've gotten those 6 done, you're going to do a half burpee into a row, starting in your plank position. Keep that lateral tension out on your bands. We'll walk or jump our feet forward, back. Then we're going to draw into the hip pocket. Another half burpee, and then the other row, hip pocket. 10 total, 5 per arm. Good. Abs are tight. Keep those hands under your shoulders when they're in that support position, never locking our elbows. Aim for that hip pocket on that draw. Punch through the row. Woo! After those 10 half burpees, you're on your back. We're gonna chest press with the bridge. So let's lay this down here. So working off the push overhead, the pull into your upper back. Now, we're gonna push off the chest and pull through the legs, pressing into the bridge. Press into the chest press. Lower it down and lower it down. You can melt these 2 movements together. You can keep them broken apart, whatever you prefer. Drive through those heels. We got 10 of these. Abs tight, tuck that tail through your legs. Good. If you got that band on, use it. Feel that tension, trying to pull your legs back together as you're pressing out. Good job, good job. Squeeze to that lower body. Push with the chest. Slow return through the upper back. After 10 of those bridge presses, you're gonna put the weights down. And then we're gonna do pulses, lateral pulses into that band. If you don't have a band, that's okay. It's still effective to push and pull those knees out and in. So tuck that tail, lift into the bridge, and now we pulse it out 30 times, 3-0. Woo! Keep those hips up. It's just pushing out through the knees and pulling back with control out of the push. Belly tight, relax your shoulders, relax your face. Woo! That feels so natural. After your 30 pulses, we start over back into those 6 burpee overhead presses. Remember those? Do they seem like so long ago? We're gonna use the squat to get down. Set your push up. Use your squat to get up. And then soften those knees for that overhead push. We've got 6 of these. Walking or jumping into position. Knees or toes for the push up. Use the band if you've got it on. Keep that lateral tension. Good, good. Strong position, set it up before you execute those reps. After your 6 burpee presses, we're doing the half burpee row. Woo-hoo. Set your strong plank, shoulders over wrists, soft elbows. Use that tension out on your band. Into the half burpee, into the hip pocket. 10 total, 5 per side. Nice job. Keep fighting for those good reps. Woohoo! After you got that half burpee row done, you're on your back for the chest press with a bridge. Keeping that lateral tension on your band if you're wearing one. Scoop that tail through your legs. Initiate that bridge through your heels. Using your upper back on the way down. Chest on the way up. Relax that tension in your face. Your neck is not tensed up. Your belly is, your butt cheeks are. In between your shoulder blades, they are too. Slower to lower, 3-4 counts on the way down. 10 of these. After your 10 bench presses or chest presses, you can put those weights to the side. Keep driving those heels in. Start with lateral tension, tuck your tail, push it up, and now we're pressing out for 30. Oh boy. 5 reps in and I'm like, oh my gosh. Keep tucking that tail, squeeze those cheeks. Good. Oh. After that 30, you can take a little break. You can make sure now that you're gonna set your weights up for deadlift. So deadlift weight with a band on. And then you're also gonna need a pullover weight. So deadlift weight for the legs, that pull position, and then weight that you can reach with straight arms over your head and lower back or bring back over when you're laying on your back, working into those lats. Go ahead and pick your deadlift weight. Don't be shy. We're doing 10 reps of the deadlift, nothing fancy with that deadlift. Our first exercise, however, is gonna be a walkout with a crouch back. So again, if you've got your band on, make sure you're using it. Make sure your feet are wide enough so you can feel that lateral tension out into the band and your thighs are working. Taking this down into your hamstring stretch. Walk it out and lock into your plank. Then you're gonna drive your hips to the backs of your heels. Your knees will barely be off the floor. Then you press through your quads, your abs, and your lats to get back out to plank and walk back into that hamstring stretch. We're doing this 6 times. Walk it out, lock that plank, drive into the crouch back and push right back through that plank and then walk it back. No need to even stand up. You just take right off again. 6 of these. Good. Super strong through the quads, through your belly and lats. Trying to keep those knees low when you sit your hips to the heels. Ooh, after you do those 6 crouch backs, we've got our deadlifts. We're gonna set our feet a little bit wider than usual. So we really wanna feel that lateral tension out into the band if you're banding. If you're not banding, this is still effective. You're just gonna set your feet wider. Rules of the deadlift, we keep our abs tight, we keep our chest broad, and we're gonna drive those hamstrings and glutes into the wall behind you and then tuck through at the top. We got 10 reps here. Breathe it out, exhale on that lift. Inhale on that slow lower. Just past those kneecaps for the Romanian style, the wide, abs tight. Dig those heels in. Good. We got it, we got it, we got it. No rounding, no hunching. Bear into those abs. Brace and breathe. After your 10 strong wide deadlifts, we're gonna come into those pullovers. But we're also gonna move, if you got your band on, we're also gonna move that band down to your calves or closer to your ankles. Don't leave me, ball. So we're gonna lower that band. We're gonna take those legs high. We're also gonna bring our back down and you're gonna take that ball high. Okay, so we're gonna brace that right leg. Imagine that you got your right foot flat to the ceiling and you wanna keep it flat. You're gonna press that left leg down. I can't even move this band. Press the left leg down and then bring your feet back to parallel. Then you reach and pull through. Now brace that left leg and push your right leg down. Bring it right back up to the center and do a pullover. So this is 5 per leg, 10 total with that single leg lower with the brace. Abs are tight, you breathe. Good. Keep tucking that tail between your legs. If you don't have the band on, this just becomes a single leg lower into the pullover. Woohoo! After your 5 per leg, 10 total, those legs are gonna stay up there and we're gonna press our legs out as wide as you can, punch that ball or that weight through your legs, bring it back into center and release that lateral tension. Then you go again, press out, punch through into the crunch, release it and release the legs 10 times. Woo! Abs tight. We keep pulling that tailbone through the legs. Woo-hoo! After 10 of these, you're back into those 6 plank crouch backs. Woo-hoo! I'm gonna be very aware of these tomorrow. The first time I try to go downstairs. All right, woo, it feels funny to even get up. So then we're back into that hip hinge. Walking it out. Strong drive through the quads, lats and abs. Fire away into that plank, right back into that hamstring stretch. Set those feet wide so as you crouch back, you can feel that tension out into the band. Again, if you don't have a band, absolutely no worry. You're not missing anything that's important. The band just adds the extra resistance. That's all. After your 6 of those, then you're back into that deadlift, setting your feet a little wider than what we normally set up for. We'll do 10 deadlifts. So again, if you've got your band on, your feet are just wide enough to feel that point of tension out into the band. If you don't have the band, you're just setting your feet a little wider than hip distance apart or shoulder width apart. We brace our abs. We brace those 4 corners of our feet. Roll your shoulders down and back. Breathe it out. Exhale on that punch lift. Broad chest. We just lower the weights just below our kneecaps. Romanian deadlift. Keep the weights really close to the fronts of your legs. Abs are tight. 10 of these, guys. Woo. After those 10 deadlifts, we're back to that single leg lower with a pullover. I got to take my band off for this one. I could barely move my legs on that first round. And I started to make my form break down. So that's no good. I will go up in my weight though. All right, so when we're doing this single leg lower into the pullover, remember you want strong, strong legs. We're gonna lower the one leg, pull it back up, then do that pullover, strong through the torso. Keep pits to hips, abs tight, tuck that tail. No popping rib cages, no flaring bellies. Keep everything zipped up the middle. Strong legs. Good, good, good. After your 10 of these single leg lower pullovers, you're back into that V leg with that press through, the reach through. 10 of these, guys. Good. Woo. After our 10 here, we're going to take a short break and set up for our last little round here. And no weights needed. That's either exciting for you or scary for you. So we are going to try to put those bands back on. If you got them, go ahead and reband. We're going to do 10 broad jumps here. Banded if you got them. So what does that mean? That means if you've got enough of a runway, you can just keep traveling for 10. Or if you're in a tighter space like we are here, you're going to do a broad jump or a giant step and then turn around and go again. But we're doing 10 of these. So start in that loaded position, jump and land in load, and then turn around and do it again. Jump, land, soft legs. You got 10 of these. Load it, land it with those soft, quiet knees. Wide base, so spread those feet apart. Take off with your arms as well. Let your whole body work here. Woo! After those 10 broad jumps, we've got 10 jumping lunges. So we're going to take this into 10. 9, 8, or step it. You don't have to jump. After those 10 lunges, you're gonna kneel, or you can be on your toes and walk those feet or those hands out in front of you. So normally in a plank, we would say put your hands under your chest. Now you want them out in front of you so you can feel that bracing into your core. Tuck your cheeks, clench your butt cheeks together. Abs are tight. Elbows squeeze in towards one another and lower your elbows to the floor. Then push them up again. So it's just bending your elbows and straightening your elbows. Tuck your butt, tuck that tail between your legs 10 times. Triceps, core. After those 10 tricep presses, we come into a forearm side plank, where your elbow is directly under your shoulder. You've got your heels lined up and connected to each other. Press that bottom hip up or keep it down, it's up to you. And now you're gonna clamshell. Push that top leg up and back and then lower it down 10 times. Keep pulling this armpit down into your hip. After 10 on this side, you switch and do 10 on the other side. After your 10 on this side, we go right back into those broad jumps for 10. Good. Keep those heels together on that clamshell. We got 10 of those bad boys, and then we're going back into the broad jump. You haven't started already. Last time doing the broad jump. This is it. This is your last round of all of it. Catch those soft knees. Take off with that powerful stance and land right back into it. Woo! Good. Giant step is also suitable. You just still land in your squat. That's all that matters. We get deep into it. After your 10 broad jumps, we're back into those lunges, little jump switches or step switch or quick to switch. Load it. 10. Then you've got those tricep presses. Knees or toes. Load your hands out in front of you. Shoulder blades push down into your back pockets. Tuck your tail between your legs. Drive off those triceps and abs. 10 times. Woo! After those 10 tricep presses, we're into those clamshells. Line your elbow up directly under your shoulder, hook those heels together, and now we open and close the knees. Press up and back and lower it down. Good. If you have a hard stop at 12:30 and you need to end it, I get it. I'm taking you like a minute late here. Otherwise, we're gonna finish the 10 and 10 in that clamshell and then you're done. For real, no tricks. Woo! After that last rep, if you've got a band on, take that band off. Come into your extended child's pose and stretch it out. Exaggerate that extension through your fingertips, sitting back into your hips, to your heels. Let those knees widen apart so you can really let your torso fall between your legs. Walk your hands to the left. Sink those hips again and feel that long stretch down the right side of your body. Walk your hands to the right. Sink into it. Feel that long stretch on the left side of your body. Hands walk to the center. Shift your weight forward onto all fours. Let's do some thoracic rotations and we'll get you out of here. Drop through it, stretch that back, those hips out, pick up, reset, switch to the other side. Take your time. After you've done like 2 per side or so and you feel ready to move on, just gonna curl under those toes, walk your hands back so that you extend through your legs and relax your head, neck, and shoulders, stretching out those hamstrings. Walk your hands up to your thighs, roll it up to the top, 1 vertebrae at a time, and give yourself a hand. You got it. Nice job. Good job at home. Good job in the gym. Bye. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, bye.
Russell saw all I worked out. Thank you. See you later.
I love it. Bye. I love the babies.